Hey guys, Dark Humility here. We have yet another Season 7 mini guide and demo, Zeal Paladin, or mapping. It got its AOE increased on the second and third hit by 22 and 40%. Also with the power of Blessed Aim giving additional damage and things of that nature, this build definitely has an insane amount of potential. Oh, just crashed. I have to try the other server. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Looks like there's some server crashing going on. That's no good. Anyway, we have, of course, the Zeal Paladin here, and the Zeal Paladin, we will show off, of course, all of his stats and skills. Strength, you want to put enough in to wear your weapon. S. Schaefer's Hammer, I think, still wins over every other option. However, F. Death Cleaver is also pretty solid. And even Grief is not insanely bad. Grief has got pretty good average damage as well, but with the static field plus all the damage on this, it's pretty nasty. Grief is probably for the first time ever pretty solid, maybe for a build like this. Of course, attack rating is really easy to get, which is nice. You're going to want to make sure you put in enough dexterity, of course, to hit maximum chance to block. As on a Zealer, while you can go two-handed, you get locked in place. It's kind of dangerous playing two-handed Zeal, but especially now that you can't hit curse immunity. So I personally don't think it's necessary either. If the damage is pretty nuts on Zeal, as it matter what. You can do two-handed Zeal though, it's perfectly fun. Always possible, even without some of those more defensive abilities. Of course, you also will have here, we'll show off the skills. Pretty straightforward. Zeal and the synergy maxed out. Maxing out Joust is good too, because like Charge and like Sacrifice now, Joust does a lot of damage, and jumping into the monsters is very good. You could go more defensive approach though if you wanted to. You can go Holy Shield, Defiance, or Resist Lightning instead of Max Joust, but having that cooldown at least at 1.5 is very nice. You can have the 1 point charge for moving around as well. 1 point vigor is nice for moving around town and for increasing the speed of charge. Definitely going to want to make sure you have life and mana leech on this build though. You're not going to be relying on something like redemption when you're in the middle of a charge or zeal animation, sorry. Max fanaticism, I still think that's probably still the case on the Zealer. It's been nerfed, but it's the easiest way to get both a combination of might and concentration on the Merc while still being able to get fortitude there. Mercenary is also a Blessed Aim mercenary, giving us even more attack rating and giving us Deadly Strike on top of that. So how many auras do we have? All the auras. Even have Redemption on the Phoenix. We can also do Amplified Damage on Striking, DR, damage in general, just negative physical res. Of course, having this is really good as well, having access to that Wisp Projector. War Riders, Dual Leech, yada yada. Call to Arms and Lidless. But yeah, Fortitude's good for the enhanced damage. Obviously DR here, reduced curse duration can make you a bit tankier along with some DR. Max damage GCs are very good. You could also use P-Combs, but I think I just prefer to use max damage on the Zealer. Max damage and then life and res there, and you'll be set to go. In general, I do think this is by far the best approach. Any other mercenary is probably just going to die when you jump in, and at least on the Zealer. So Zealer is a little different. There's of course other items we can use here. We can get our Deadly Strike a little bit higher with High Lord's Wrath. If you want your amp though, make sure you're using Headhunter's Glory to compensate, which is a pretty solid solution for amp as well. But as you can see, it's not much higher of a percent chance than just Atmas. So getting that huge amount of enhanced damage off of Phoenix is really good. And since you don't care about your corpses because you don't need them for anything, you can just redeem them and just get permanent sustain. So the crazy amount of life and mana sustain on this build is great. The mana defensive potential on Zeal is great. The question is, of course, how well does it clear? Let's check it out. Yeah, so that's the Whirlwind Barb. It was Barb only. It was the first time ever I didn't start Sork, and I'm actually not going to start Sork again. I haven't been playing all that much Sork lately. I mean, besides the 99 team push on D2R, I guess that was a lot of Sork, but Definitely not a Circ only player. I think Sorceress is like, you know, something I'll always feel very comfortable on though. See there with Amp, damage is pretty insane. You know, the extra AOE, I can kind of feel it. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice there. We should try something like a Death Cleaver as well. I don't know, Alpine. Maybe. Maybe so. Maybe not. Can't be here all the time. I'm fully aware that people have lives, you know? I can't always watch every single thing. As you can see, though, I'm very tanky. You can make a, you could get a Defiance Mercenary too if you want to be tankier. So there I swapped out my weapon there. See, the damage is pretty similar on it, but it really has a ton of deadly strike, which is really nice. It's got a lot of hidden damage, so Death Cleaver is also going to be very solid on this, especially with the buffs to it this season. It's got some damage, extra damage, more damage. I'd say melee weapons might be more balanced than ever, but S. Schaefer's is still insane, so I don't know. One way or another, though, it's going to be good stuff. European ping is tough, dude. We are playing on the Europe server. Making the best use of it we can, though. Zeal, as you can see, though, it's really doing really well, and cows have a ton of HP, so the fact that it's able to clear cows to this degree is pretty insane. Looks like this server went down too, though. My goodness! It's like people are finding ways to crash the servers. Wow, wow, oh wow. Looks like both servers are down now. That's pretty crazy stuff, actually. Very cool. But yeah, as you can see though, the Zealer is absolutely smashing the monsters. No problem. Oh, that's crazy. You know, I didn't have any servers crashing at all yesterday, so I wonder what's causing it. I wonder if someone's found a way to crash these servers here. I don't know. This one finally restarted though, so there is that. Let's go show off a bit of a different map here though. Show it off with even a ton of maximum life. One cool thing about the Zealer though is that the Zealer now has more power than ever. And arguably the Zealer definitely thrives at clearing fortified maps. We're going to want to show that to some degree here. Because of how much damage you do. The location's pretty good. Wow, servers are truly struggling. This is definitely the servers. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have any issues like this yesterday. And it crashed again. But yeah, he's a bomb. He's a beast. Absolutely a beast. Paladin's nice. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the servers, but that's it's looking pretty bad, honestly. Anyway, that was definitely a shorter demo, but of course we'll continue testing him in a bit. And Fortified's definitely really good for a Zealer because it's just around, there's not that many random monsters. Minions and the elites get absolutely pounded by the crazy amounts of damage, which is really where his strength comes when it comes to mapping. Definitely a pretty solid, at least low A tier build. I mean, it's not going to be like insanely strong, but I consider it at least like low A tier, considering how well it does in Fortified Maps, which can't quite be said of other abilities, but yeah, it's really strong. I do like the extra AOE, and definitely check out the Zealer. See you guys next time with the next build guide, mini guide, build thing. Yeah, it's powerful. Actually, you know what? How about we attempt to do this before it crashes? For some reason the servers are they've gone out of whack, but I don't know. Let's see if we can try Fortified. Can we do it? Can we do it? I'd love to show the YouTube folks Fortified on Zeal. I think that's where a lot of the power is, right? Could do Dragon Den in a second too, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I think it's gonna crash again. Yeah, never mind. See, I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. This actually just started happening, so servers are coming back up and immediately crashing again, so yeah, it's very interesting. What is going to be my starter? Necromancer. Bone Necromancer beta over? Definitely not. Beta is scheduled to be over, what is it, the 23rd? What day is it today? The 18th. Yeah, I don't think that's the case at all. Teethy boy. I don't know what's going on here at all. Stop eating my maps. Is it possible I can do anything? That bricking? I don't know. I think someone's just crashing the games over and over. Either that or the servers had it.
Good morning.
Holy moly, what is going on right now? This is janky for sure. So as you can see here, this is Fortified. You can see here the map. What does the map look like? Fortified, yeah. So Zealer is really good at doing Fortified maps. This is what you should be doing on the Zealer. I would even go as far to say that you should only do Fortified maps in the Zealer. Like look at how fast that elite pack got crushed there. I thought I could show it off a little bit at least. My goodness. It might crash again. I don't know what's going on. We'll see, we'll see. When it crashes though, this video will be done for sure if it crashes again. Then we'll continue testing as we can, I suppose. Yes, so the new Sanctuary aura on an Act 4 Mercenary is actually pretty appealing. You can also get summons to protect the Act 4 Mercenary on a Bone Mancer. So you're gonna get extra damage, and you can use an Insight Staff, so it's all very appealing stuff. You can also go an Act 3 Mercenary, of course, but that Sanctuary aura is gonna be beautiful for like having no gear. And you can go like white one. I kinda wanna show you guys like a starter Teeth Necromancer. It could be pretty cool. Okay. PD2 people about to get flooded with some videos for sure. Yeah, but look how powerful this is. This is a tier 3 map. The minions are just getting slaughtered. Amount of damage that you can do in such a short amount of time. This is insanely high. It's because Zeal is very fast. Attacks very quickly. And with the extra AoE on the second and the third hit, it's pretty much hitting all of the monsters, the minions and the elite simultaneously. But you can actually make the argument that Zeal's actually moved up a little bit this season. I would say so. An extra AoE probably makes it move up a third of a tier. For mapping itself, so yeah, pretty solid at mapping. Very strong mapper. Just got to do the right mapper. We haven't tested that yet. What's up, Sneaky Snake? How you doing? We got Blessed Aim on the Merc, of course. Looks like the server isn't crashing anymore. I don't know. I don't know what someone's doing to crash the entire server, but yeah, that's what testing is for, right? So it doesn't happen on live. If someone actually found a crash bug, they should definitely report it. Absolutely. Anyway, Zeal Paladin crushes Fortified Maps. Definitely making it definitely a very strong mapper now. I would even put it as like A+, honestly, in terms of mapping effectiveness overall. And yeah, definitely a good thing, man. Definitely a good thing. So we'll be doing that, and we'll have it. I actually just thought of something we can do on the new guide too. We can have like a second designation for them being not just viable, but yeah, you'll have like a double check mark designation for viable versus. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. We'll do that. It's a pretty cool idea. I think. We'll do that. We'll do that on the designation. We got it. We got it. All right. Anyway. Awesome. Okay, anyway guys, GG, and I'll see you guys in the next mini build and guide. Sweet. I'm glad the server at least allowed me to show you guys a fortified map, because that's what the Zealer does best, and it crushes. See you guys in Season 7.